Welcome, citizen, to another Starcraft Nation broadcast. I'm your host, Venerati, and I am so excited to be here. We'll be bringing you the third matchup in between MoonGlade and our buddy LiquidHuk. Of course, LiquidHuk will be spawning as the Protoss in the red jacket, and he will be going up against MoonGlade, who will be spawning as the Zerg player in the purple jacket. Well, skin, I don't know, whatever. It's not important. He's purple in color. Now, of course, we will be on Delta Quadrant, this wide-open map where there's so much room to frolic and play. Really, lots of room. Good Zerg map. I personally like it as a Zerg map. I actually think I have I don't know how it really plays out as far as statistically what race wins the most here, but there's so much room to play. We have this natural expansion out in the open. Now, this is a little bit difficult to defend for several reasons. Of course, we do have this wide open area right here. And we have this gap between the ramp and the natural expansion and this long distance in between the natural. This could be problematic for Zerg, especially going up against bunker rushes and some sort of cannon wall off, as you can put the pylons and cannons down here. Splitting the fast expand natural can be very devastating because you've got two options. You can either cancel it or you can try to throw down the early spawning pool, but the spawning pool is already going to be delayed because you did get the fast expand, and so you're already going to be at a disadvantage, and it's a pain. So you have to pull drones off, yada yada yada. Anyway, and you do have this backdoor expansion, the natural. I don't know, the faux natural. You do have the destructible rocks right here. So it's good, it's warm and cozy, but there's this nice high ground for anyone who so chooses to put units up here, which can be a pain, so you can deny right there. So anyway, what do we got going on here? MoonGlade not choosing to fast expand like he did there in Metalopolis will actually go ahead and be grabbing the early gas and early spawning, well, the early gas spawning pool, looking to get some sort of, I'm guessing, Ling speed. As we saw him utilize this same opener, there we go, his speed going down right there. We saw him utilize this opener in the first matchup in between himself and Huck, where he was able to apply early pressure to this gateway and he denied the cybernetics core, got the gateway, actually knocked it down with 4 Lings, was able to stream Lings in and actually kill Huck right out there at the 6 minute 30 second mark. So not going to be seeing that right here, as the cybernetics core was not denied, but we do actually have Lings coming out here, and we do have an expansion coming down simultaneously. So right now, MoonGlade going to be looking to apply some pressure on LiquidHuk while he expands. Now, this is very crucial. This is so fundamental, but so very important to go ahead and do this, because you want to make the player feel defensive while you expand, because you're putting yourself in a vulnerable position. And here we go. We do see the Lings chewing on this, 4 of them right now, but the Stalker will be coming out much, much earlier, and it does look like he might be able to ward off these Zerglings. Yes, here we go. The Zergling will be moving back here as actually 2 more Zerglings show up. So LiquidHuk able to defend his base. The gateway not actually taking any sort of structural damage, only going down to around 40 shield or something of that nature. So MoonGlade, right now let's take a look at the income tab. MoonGlade actually having to cut drone production here. And you do see that because he did put the Lings out there, so he's going to be 13 to 20 at this point. Now, this is going to be to his detriment, and this here's the deal. He's actually putting more Lings out, and he's expecting some sort of counterattack, because we will actually be seeing 3 more gateways coming down. So we are going to be seeing a 4-gate coming from Hug. We do see a Stalker and Zealot out right now, and the Sentry is up here, and oh my god, Zerglings getting surrounded on the Sentry. Will be killing this probe as well, so MoonGlade continue to apply pressure here. Will be putting down on the gateway, so these early Lings might actually pay off. He will be able to make up for it if he gets in there, and yes, the Ling's actually coming back here to engage the Zealot one-on-one, and MoonGlade is in LiquidHuk's base once again. 4 Zealots warping in here, and MoonGlade is going to be able to do a lot of damage here, as he has his Lings so much quicker than these Zealots. This one Zealot hanging back here will be denying any sort of reinforcements as the reinforcement Lings try to come in here. Are they going to be able to get the warp gate down? I don't know, as the Lings are just running around here, forcing these probes to pull back, just not allowing the constant mining. And here we go, the Lings trying to shoot through the Zealot, and the Zealot is just being a hero right here, as actually the surround will be coming down, and a force field coming down here by the Sentry. So denial once again for these Lings. The remaining Lings inside the main base will be chewing on these on these sentries, and the Zealots just trying to catch up to these guys. This one sentry will be going down. 2 more Zealots will be warping in. This warp gate does look like it will be in trouble, and it will be going down here momentarily. This force field will be coming down, and yes, the warp gate does go down. More lings, actually the remaining lings will actually have been destroyed here, up here, by the natural. So a lot of pressure. And that was so scary right there, as we almost saw Moonglade once again knock Huk out early on. His Overlord does look like he will be sacrificing himself here, as another warp gate will be coming down, or a gateway, excuse me. And we have a lot of Zealots right here for LiquidHuk, and LiquidHuk looking to expand right now after that early pressure, because he knows that Moonglade has expanded. And here we go, the 2 spine crawlers will be moving down here into the natural expansion to solidify this expansion, make sure they can keep it, because there's a lot of Zealots on the field, lots of sentries, well, only 2 sentries, but the sentries will be able to augment these Zealots, and these Zealots could be a lot of trouble, because if we take a look at the unit tab, 26 lings to 8 Zealots and 2 sentries. If the Zealots position themselves appropriately, these lings are going to have a lot of issues. Now, of course, if they get caught out in the open, it's going to be a different story. But here we go, lings coming back once again, checking out, making sure this expansion is not going to be going down unmolested, as 32 lings are on the field. Only 14 drones for Moonglade. Moonglade really expecting some pressure coming from good old boy LiquidHuk here, as he's only built 1 drone in like the last 2 minutes. So right now, we see both of our players scared, pretty much shitless of each other, because neither of them really going to be putting that much in the way of economy. We do actually see the Nexus will be coming down, so Huk feeling a little bit confident in his position, as we see 5 Banelings coming online for Moonglade. So Moonglade going to be looking to knock these Zealots out, as these Banelings are going to be really effective against these Zealots. So here we go. The Zealots actually will be pushing on this Solnaga Tower. A couple lings getting in contact. Here we go. Banelings detonating on those Zealots. Those Zealots not really looking too healthy right there, but there's so many of them out here as these lings trying to get in contact, as all of those unhealthy Zealots actually were not engaging the lings, and the lings were actually only attacking the healthy Zealots. So here we go. The Zealots will be moving here, but the 2 spine crawlers will be able to ward off this pressure, I do believe. And yes, there we go. They will be moving back here, as actually 2 stalkers will be joining up, and the harvester count has actually, the harvester gap for LiquidHuk and Moonglade is actually closed. We're seeing 23 to 27 at this point. So Moonglade getting himself back in this macro game, as you know, he's kind of skating by the hair of his teeth, or the skin of his teeth. Hair of his teeth. Oof. That is not a pretty mental image right there. So anyway, right now, we're seeing more Banelings coming out here, more lings, as they're getting caught out in the open. I don't know if this is really where he wants to engage. You know, he will be moving back here, as these Banelings actually will be going down this ramp, as the Stalkers will be chasing them down. 1 going, 2 going, 3 going, 4 going, as they do actually get us around, as the lings get us around on these Stalkers. Stalkers will be going down. Guardian Shield here for the Sentry, and I'm not really sure why the Guardian Shield is going down. There's only melee damage coming here from Moonglade. So there we go. The mother, or the queen, the mother. Well, I guess you could call her a mother, as a queen would be a mother of the Zerglings. Whatever. Sorry, I'm kind of a little loopy at this point. A wee bit liquored up and very tired. Is actually getting over strep pneumonia. So yeah, can't hear out of one ear. Anyway, so focusing on what's going on. Moonglade will be spewing out more Zerglings. Let's take a look at the unit tab here. 24 Zerglings are on the field right now. Actually, we'll be clearing this destructive debris, looking to take this high-yield expansion. Now, Moonglade needs to make sure that he stays in this macro game, because LiquidHuk's sitting at 34 Harvesters right now, and he's got the army advantage as well. So, Huk in a really good position right here. If he plays it safe, he could really do a lot of damage to Moonglade, and Moonglade could be in a lot of trouble. We do see a Roach Warren coming down, and this is going to be very crucial for Moonglade to be able to ward off these attacks. And now here we go. This one Zealot getting caught out of the open as the Surround does go, and a couple of force fields trying to deny those lings, but a couple of lings getting caught right there. The Zealot in an ocean of chittering claws and teeth actually survived, so he's definitely counting his blessings right there. And it does look like LiquidHuk is going to be looking to apply some pressure right here. Only 1 spine crawler to do any sort of defense, but meanwhile, we do have lings in the natural expansion of LiquidHuk, and these probes will be going down. Lots of probes dying right there, as the Starkers lining up here and just doing a kick line all over that, right on that spine crawler, as a couple of force fields will be going down, protecting this Sentry and that Zealot. So really, that trade-off went in the favor of Moonglade. He was able to put himself in the harvester count lead As let's take a look at the losses tab. Actually, yeah, that was actually very beneficial, as we do see more units coming here from LiquidHuk. And here we go, couple of roaches in here. Force fields going down. Not enough lings. I'm not sure if LiquidHuk, or I'm sorry, I'm not sure if MoonGlade's going to be able to defend against this, but LiquidHuk is actually retreating. Is about to lose those zealots. Both those zealots actually getting away 5 health and 23 health. So both those guys counting their blessings once again. As we see here, look at the production tab, we have a robotics facility, 7 roaches on the way. So MoonGlade putting himself back in this army count lead. And here we go, Lings getting in contact with these stalkers. These stalkers, though, numerous enough to deal with these Lings, but they would not have been cost effective there. As we do see MoonGlade now with a army count lead, just barely one army count lead there. But actually, with the harvester count difference, he's a little bit in the plus right here. But what's really going to count is this unit composition. We have a lot of roaches. These roaches are going to be very robust, very thick, just going to take a lot of punishment. I mean, they're like the sadists of the Zerg army. And that one stalker getting caught out there by the Zelnaga Tower, totally getting shat on right there. But MoonGlade looking to move out here, and he could do a lot of damage. But LiquidHuk in a very defensive position right here. 2 cannons and a lot of stuff in between him and those Lings. And here we go. The Lings actually sitting here, getting a couple pot shots as these roaches looking to deny this robotics facility, as he will be getting there, and it will be going down. A Guardian Shield coming down here for those Zealots. Melee damage come down on the Zealots, so not really sure about that. But these roaches taking a lot of fire from these cannons, and a lot of force fields coming in here as well, forcing these roaches to fight, as there's only a few roaches left here. 16 Lings and 2 roaches on the way, but there's a lot left over here for our buddy LiquidHuk. As we do see, look at the army count, 78 to 67. No spine crawlers on the field. A lot of Lings, not many roaches, and LiquidHuk looking to attack right here, looking to put a nail in the coffin, and Lings just streaming in here. Force fields coming down. Is it going to be enough? I don't think that MoonGlade's going to have enough to do this right here. Only a couple of roaches. Are they going to be heroes? I don't think so, as all those Lings getting caught up right there and cleaned up as well. And there we go. We actually see MoonGlade GGing out of that. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We said LiquidHuk defending against early pressure. Once again, we even saw MoonGlade in his base with tons of Lings, able to defend it, able to keep his cool. Let's take a look at that APM right there. 232 APM coming from LiquidHuk versus 184 from MoonGlade. Of course, that's totally not a measure of their caliber, but that's only one more notch on LiquidHuk's belt right there, as he did a great job defending that, and he's able to keep himself in the macro game and just able to continually repel those attacks and attack, in a sense, and engage where it was beneficial to him. So anyway, really impressed with this matchup, as we've got another one, as it will be going to at least one more matchup in between LiquidHuk and MoonGlade. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. And there's going to be another matchup, if not 2. Oh, wait, spoiler. What? No, I don't know. But either way, thank you so much for joining me. And as always,